Welcome, 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 everybody. Salute, salute, salute. Congratulations and a big motherfucking celebration to the entire community once again on an incredible and amazing night. It was a the perfect type of night. It was an up and down night. It provided us several opportunities. We're gonna get into all that, but first, before we even start the video, we just definitely want to scream from the top of our lungs, and just promote and congratulate, all the loyal supporters, the genuine followers and the community itself as it continues to grow on a daily basis. Right, we see the increase, we see the uptick, we see the new members, we see the new subscribers, we see everything. And we definitely want to say salute to you guys and congratulations. Everybody who tailed our pick today, um, you know, just took advantage on multiple levels. Several things to talk about. But first, what we'll talk about is at this point, right, it's just sounding redundant and it's sounding pretty far fetched and incredible when you talk about the streak, right? The title of this video is Our Winning Streak Continues in a Big Way. And that's because the way in which today just basically unfolded, right? Every day is unique, every day is a different day, individual and separate from the one before or the next. And, you know, just bringing up this current streak that we're on, it really is. It sounds completely fabricated. It sounds made up, right? When you start talking about the fact that on our last 30 plays, we're 29-1, right? But when you check our history, you check my platform, you check my channel. This streak is not something that's really foreign to us, right? We've been able to put up numbers like this before, and we're just very humbled that we start the second half of the NBA season exactly like we finished it, right? And that's perfect. That's continuing the streak, and as well, including and completing another underdog within our streak, right? So the percentage of underdogs that we're hitting is going up. The streak is going up. The overall value of the current streak that we're on is fucking massive, right? It's you can't even put it into context because everybody's attacking it from different ways at multiple different times. So there's different plus money values going, that people are being able to hit across the board. But in general, right, the ROI on the current streak that we're on is just massive. So we definitely want to say, we want to scream that out because it's something that should definitely be championed, should be promoted, should be shared, should be liked. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're talking about sports in a conversation, this channel should come up and this specific streak should come up because it's really insane what we're doing. Using gematria to prove consistently, right, on a daily basis, how this gets you in the winner's circle when it's applied the correct way. All right, and that's what we want to talk about. Also, a couple things that have come to my attention, just observing and being really in tune. Sometimes we definitely publish the work several hours before the games are before the games start. But it's definitely disappointing to learn that our content is ending up on other platforms and being possibly plagiarized and duplicated. It's definitely disappointing whenever you hear something like that, right? Because we want to protect the exclusivity of our community, right? And we definitely want to we put in a lot of hard work. So for somebody to come along and kind of plagiarize the work or take it as if if it's their own and it's not really not, it's really disheartening. And but we're gonna throw it out there and just let people know that we are aware of what's going on currently at the moment. Um, and for those of you that follow multiple platforms, I'm sure when you compare it, you'll be able to see. We published the work really early, and then sadly enough, it just ends up being wrapped up and presented in another way on another platform by somebody else, right? So just be very careful of people plagiarizing and duplicating and stuff like that, right? But let's get into the game, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's why you guys are here. So salute to you guys. Um, let's get into it, right? If you're in here, click that like, smash that like, and once the video goes up, definitely remember to share the shit. I would really, really appreciate it. We got to get this out, right? We got to you got to promote this. We got to make people aware of the streak we're on, because if somebody's able to do this in any sport, right, it's once again a prime example on how these games have to be scripted. There's no way we can hit 29 out of 30 plays if we weren't able to decipher these games, to decode them accurately. And, you know, so this is just more and more example, more and more evidence of what we've been proving, going on a little bit over a year now on YouTube, but going on 3 years with our Patreon platform, and going on several years beyond that prior to the Patreon, right? So salute to you. I'm gonna check in real quick with the chat. Congratulations to everybody that was able to take advantage of what we did tonight. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Massive. Before Vic, I was just betting the original money lines. It would have gotten just plus 100. Yeah, man. We love chasing great ROI, great money return on your investment. That's one thing that we really, really love. But let's get into the game, right? Let's get into the game, because I'm really excited to talk about this, right? So if we look at it right now, right, we just want to check. Obviously, depending on when you got it, Minnesota right here was a plus 115, but anywhere between plus 115 and plus 125, depending on when you decide to take advantage and what book you specifically used, right? Either way, Minnesota was an underdog. And remember that, because that's going to be a continued theme on this platform, right? We love hitting underdogs. Underdogs are a big part of of any type of streak that we put together, but just in my platform in general, right? We want to prove that gematria is the greatest tool, and one of the ways to continuously prove how accurate gematria is to successfully hit underdogs consistently, right? We're not chasing these huge money line games where you pretty much close your eyes, pick a huge money line, and 7 times out of 10, you should be in a good position, right? So just wanted to show you guys plus 115 to plus 125, plus 130, depending on what book you decide to get it with, where you book your action. But let's get into the game, right? So congratulations to everybody who took our play today of the Minnesota Timberwolves to defeat the Memphis Grizzlies, right? This was put out almost 8-9 hours prior to game time. I believe, no, yeah, I believe probably even longer than that. Probably 10 hours before the game actually started. This play was given out, right? Early in the morning, people had a bunch of time to get on top of this game, and let's get into why exactly we loved it, right? So if you're new here, what we speak about is gematria, and what that is a numerical code that's synced with the English alphabet and language, right? So basically, it gives a number value to words, and that's what we use to decipher and show you guys that this is what the people who control the world use, to perform these rituals on a daily basis. MLB, NFL, NBA, UFC, NCAA, tennis, whatever you may, whatever is your passion, whatever you like, they use it, they apply it. So I'll show you guys exactly how they did it tonight in today's game. All right, so the Minnesota Timberwolves, they picked up that 32nd win of the season. For those of you who haven't seen any of my videos, right, we previously spoke in the Karl Anthony Towns video about in the three-point contest how much of a 32 ritual that was, right? So Karl Anthony Towns, who wears the number 32, won the three-point contest, and that was a big 32 ritual. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves had the opportunity, first game after the All-Star break, to pick up that 32nd win of the season, right? So direct correlation to the number 32. Right after All-Star break, you pick it right back up after completing a 32 ritual by number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. They pick up that 32nd win of the season, right? And why that made the most sense. We're going to summarize it out of respect for our community and the people who actually pay for this content. But Grizzlies equals 131 in English ordinal, right? 131 is the 32nd prime number. So you have a direct connection with the number 32 and the Minnesota Timberwolves opponent for today, which makes sense why they picked up that 32nd win of the season. Today is also a 32 date numerology, right? How you get the 32 date numerology? You add the month plus the day. 2 plus 4 is 26. Then you add the year in single digits, right? So 26 plus 2 is 28, plus 0 is 28, plus 2 is 30, plus 2 is a 32 date numerology, which is why it made perfect sense for the Minnesota Timberwolves to pick up that 32nd win of the season, right? Now, in our previous video covering Karl Anthony Towns, we reminded you that Minnesota is the 32nd state in order of statehood, right? So this is what we talk about numerical patterns, right? The number 32. We'll speak about one number, sometimes two or three numbers, and just show you guys how the ritual is so pure with the number 32, right? Reminding you guys, Minnesota, the 32nd state, made perfect sense for them to pick up that 32nd win. First game after the All-Star break by number 32 himself, Karl Anthony Towns, in the 32nd state in the United States of America, right? It's not an accident. It's a numerical ritual that's happening right in front of your eyes, all right? Now, I also want to say congratulations to all my veterans and my Sharks, my people who've been with me for a long time, attacking these games and taking advantage of so many of these live opportunities. The Memphis Grizzlies took a big lead early in this game. They led this game by 15 points. I highlighted right here. Largest lead, 15 points, right? Now, why that is actually interesting too is because Memphis equals 47 in single reduction, right? And Minnesota equals 47 in single reduction, the same cipher. 47 is the 15th prime number. How ironic that the Memphis Grizzlies' biggest lead in this game was 15 points. Okay? Now, what that did was it provided myself, as well as my community and my Sharks, my people who've been here for a long time and support me and, are able to distinguish a great decode. That provided a plus 400 comeback prize for all Minnesota Timberwolves backers, live opportunity in that game. Plus 400. So not only did you get an amazing line prior to the game of an underdog plus 115 all the way up to plus 130, plus 135, you had an amazing opportunity in the game to get them at 4-1 to come back and win the game, which is exactly what we love them to do, right? That's exactly what they did. So it's not by accident, right? Everything happens for a reason. I'm going to show you guys even more why this was an amazing ritual. We looked forward to the beginning of the second half of the NBA season for this game specifically. There were 6 or 7 games on today, but what we decided to do was isolate one game, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and with an amazing price, great ROI, and attack this game aggressively for several reasons. The 32 being namely one of them. Another reason why we love this game is Taylor Jenkins, the coach of the Memphis Grizzlies. This is his current record right here. So the loss hasn't registered actually with his career record, but he picked up his 93rd loss of his career. 93, right? Minnesota Timberwolves equals 93 in the purest cipher. Dark blue cipher right here. So the coach of the Memphis Grizzlies picked up his 93rd win against the team which equals 93 in the purest cipher, right? And they also, just to show you guys how important it is sometimes to pay attention to game flow and what goes on through the game, if you look at the fourth quarter, the game was actually tied at 93-93, right? 93-93 after D'Angelo Russell made a 2-point shot, 93-93. Just to remind you guys that the 93 was going to hit. Taylor Jenkins picking up that 93rd loss of his career, right? And if we go look at the game cast of the team stats, you'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves took 93 shots in this game. 93. Just to be more evidence right in your face about that 93. Reign and supreme, right? So we spoke about 32. We spoke about the 93. And there's several other numbers to talk about when it comes to this game, but again, we're going to summarize the play out of respect for the community and the people that pay for the content. But those two numbers are enough to show you guys, how amazing this ritual was, why we loved it, right? Um, Memphis Grizzlies, come into the game, 21 games over 500, right? 21 games over 500. They remained on 21 away wins, okay? And all that is very, very important. Things to pay attention to. Just to show you guys, some for all the non-believers, right? We just want to show people. Obviously, Minnesota Timberwolves was the play today, right? We're gonna keep it exclusive to the community, but just to remind people, because the streak is at a point right now where so many people are doubting it, and we're gonna, instead of a lot of love and promotion and sharing and resharing and just basically like good job and salutes, we're getting people don't want to believe exactly what we're doing, right? So, and it's really really sad. I guess the success is so crazy that people don't even want to salute what we're doing, right? So what I like to do is I like to pay homage to my community. So I posted this my community post on my YouTube channel, starting the second half of the season just like we ended first half perfecto, and just highlighting that my community eats with me, right? Just have a couple comments here, you know, gentlemen put the goat right there. I'm very very humbled to receive comments like that. Just like Clockwork Vic, salute brother. I appreciate you for dropping that comment. And then we oftentimes get Twitter and Instagram posts as well. So I definitely want to show the love back for the people that do put the work out there and promote it and stuff like that. This is all today, right? This is all that happened within the last half hour or whatever the case may be. So we definitely want to say salute to you guys. I appreciate you guys reminding the people and telling the people and letting the people know exactly the type of things that we're doing over here, right? This is it's beyond incredible. Honestly, without sounding too crazy and making it seem as though we have an ego, but this streak needs to be spoken about, right? This streak proves, it's gematria's proof, hands down. It's proof of how important this work is. It's proof of how consistent this work is. It's proof of the damage and how dangerous you can be when you apply it correctly. So definitely want to say congratulations and salute to my community once again on taking care of business, building the bankroll, right, killing the books, which is exactly what we're doing. It's gonna get to a point now where we're gonna have to be real stealth and real low with the moves that we're making because you know the underdogs are piling up, the streak is piling up. We're getting into that that outer space atmosphere or whatever the case may be with the streak that we're putting together. And you know, I definitely want to say congratulations to those that applied that believed totally in the decode, right? That attacked it responsibly and aggressively, because these are the main themes that we promote um, on our platform. Responsible strategies, right? Aggressively, but at the same time knowing the difference from stupidity and irresponsibly betting. And the people who follow me in my community, they're learning these things on a daily basis, right? I'm actually giving you, great insight and great, uh, outlines on how to do the work for yourself and how to apply it to multiple different sports, multiple different games, right? I got messages today that people were able to take advantage because of my notes. Not only this Minnesota game, which was directly the pick that we went with, but also the Detroit Pistons today to upset the Cleveland Cavaliers, which paid a shit ton of money. You know what I'm saying? So all because of the work that we're putting out, right? So salute to that person. Salute to those individuals, because it was more than one person. Salute to those individuals that parlayed today's game of the Minnesota Timberwolves with the Detroit Pistons. As you guys can see, Detroit was about a plus 200 underdog, right? Which would have gave you amazing returns if you parlayed that with Minnesota. Both underdogs probably would have brought you about 8-1, in between 6.5 and 8-1 on your money, something like that. So an amazing return, great, great multipliers, in less than a 24-hour period. Where else can you get returns like this, right? Where else can you get can you get 7, 8x on your money in less than a 10-hour period? And we're doing this pretty consistently, right, on a regular basis. So I want to say, hopefully, multiple people, definitely will show love and pay it forward, because that's what I'm always constantly promoting. You definitely want to pay it forward and salute. The work is extremely difficult. If it wasn't, everybody would be able to do this, but we're proving, on a daily basis that there are levels when it comes to decoding and using gematria. Saying that all humbly, but at the end of the night, at the end of the day, we're on our 8th straight perfect day in February, our 14th consecutive perfect day. Starting in January and going all the way through February now. So that's really incredible, man. It's really unmatched. But I'm not really aware of anybody that's doing that kind of work on any platform. And when I say that, obviously, I'm not directly talking about Zach, because Zach's been doing this for 8 years, going on 8 years. He has an incredible resume, and so whenever I make reference to things like that, I'm definitely not even talking about Zach. Zach's in his own world. He does amazing things, incredible things, and some of those things that he's been able to do won't be able, they won't be duplicated. So, but I'm just saying, we definitely want to give respect where respect is due, and today was another incredible day. Thankfully, we were able to complete it and keep this streak going. Right, we're gonna keep it going as long as we can. We're gonna keep piling it up, keep the community well fed, keep bringing home those wins. Right, keep giving you guys solid decodes, amazing decodes with great breakdowns, and consistent material and content for you guys to take in and absorb. I appreciate all the new followers that are coming across the work, and you know, as long as we continue to promote it and share the work and get it out there, the community is going to continue to grow on a daily basis, which is the whole point, right? We want so many people to take advantage of this, right? Another interesting thing about this game is if going back to the game real quick, 114 plus 119. That gives you a total points of 233, right? 233 is the 51st prime number. This was the 51st home game between in Minnesota versus the Memphis Grizzlies, and it was their 51st win in this series, right? So how crazy is that? 233 total points scored, the 51st prime. This is the 51st home game that Minnesota's hosted versus Memphis Grizzlies, and Minnesota picked up their 51st win in the series versus Memphis. A lot of 51s. And for those of you who are wondering why the 51 might have played, so from where I'm currently located, it's already Wednesday, but this game bled into Wednesday, right? So it kind of, the end result happened on Wednesday, which is a 51 date numerology. So just connecting those 51s, reminding you guys of the 32s that played today, and just pointing out the 93s. So just really two numbers, 93 and 32 today, when we're talking about this game, but also showing you guys another numerical pattern that happened with the number 51, right? So each day is important, each number is important, but we like to focus on a handful of numbers to make it real clear for you guys to understand how pure the ritual is, right? So salute. I appreciate everybody for joining us. I'm gonna check in with the chat real quick to see if anybody got any, anything to add. I also want to shout out and salute people that are here and thank you for joining me. I already shouted you out, Josh. Appreciate it. Brian, I appreciate that as well. Salute to you. As well as A1. Appreciate. So the link for my Patreon will always be in the description of every video I put up. You know what I mean, as well as my social media, so you guys will be able to get a hold of me. But definitely go on over to my Instagram. It's in the description. Let's get those likes up. Let's get those shares up. Let's get those reposts up. Don't forget to head over to my Twitter as well. Get those retweets out there. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys aren't in tune with the community already, you need to hit that link in the description. Join up on the Patreon and see the type of things that we're doing, man. It's really, really incredible, and it's showing you guys how important, gematria is, and how you can really take advantage of it on multiple different scales. You know what I mean? So appreciate everybody in here for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'm thankful that for all the people that do genuinely support me, right? And I definitely will return that positive vibration right back to you. Yes, I was aware of that. Well, shout out to you, Holistic. I was aware of that. Well, even though that's not mainly a cipher that we focus on, I was aware of that though. So that is a good point too. Grizzlies equals 32 in Chaldean. Um, so just to bring that 32 right back around and bring it full circle, right? Exactly. So, um, and also, if you guys aren't aware, YouTube has this new feature where now you can join the community and support your content creator directly. So for those of you that want, there's a join button right now available on my YouTube. If you want to join up and support uh, me as a creator directly, I would appreciate it for a very, very reasonable price. But also I understand that we are in troubling times right now, and there's I'm aware of the landscape of the world that we're currently living in. So if you can't do that, I appreciate it. But definitely click that subscribe button. The content and the material is well worth it. And we're showing you guys something that could benefit you immensely, right? So definitely take advantage of it. Don't be a bozo. Being a minority, not the majority, is what we're constantly preaching about. And you know, as we say on this channel, gematria at its finest, easy as 1, 2, 3. Salute to the entire community. Salute to everybody that was able to maximize the profit tonight on multiple levels. Plus 130, plus 400, plus 250, whatever the case may be. Parlay in multiple picks. Incredible. Minnesota Timberwolves money line winner. Minnesota Timberwolves plus the points winner. Right now keeps the current winning streak to 29-1 in our last 30 plays, and we look forward to bringing you guys more and more content, more winners. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the streak going, and as you guys can see, this gentleman right behind me in the screen, Carl Anthony Towns, Mr. 32, reminded us exactly why and how important that number 32 is, and he definitely didn't forget to shout out to the controllers with that symbolic 666 sign that he continues to throw up, right? So on that note, I'm gonna get out of here and enjoy the rest of my night. But congratulations on another underdog, multiple underdogs, the streak continuing, and hopefully, just more and more wins as we move on throughout the rest of this NBA season, right? So yeah, take care of yourselves, and remember, be very cautious of the people that you do support. You definitely want to pay attention, ask questions, and realize not only what they say, but what they do as well. Character is a big, and very important trait when it comes to the people that you support. And definitely support those who genuinely support you, and always show love, and that will be the energy and the vibration that you get in return, right? So salute. Congratulations to the entire gematria community, and have a great rest of your week. Take care. My name is Victor, and I'm out of here. Salute.